Welcome back to the DIY Guys podcast. As always, I'm your co-host Dan, and I'm joined by my very good friend Nick. How you doing, mate?
Very well, matey. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Episode 30.
I know. I was thinking that. I was thinking, when do we cap a series at this point?
Yeah, that's
Because
it.
surely 30 episodes is quite excessive.
Be season 1, yeah.
Yeah, surely. Maybe this
Yeah.
is the last one.
It's gonna be the last one of the season, then we start with season 2.
Yeah, because we've got some pre-recorded guests still, haven't we? So I thought
Yeah.
we could do those, and then obviously maybe cap the series. But,
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, we need to find some new people to speak to next series.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that'd be great.
What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Well, the weather's been nice, hasn't it? So can't argue with that. Not too much DIY, but I have had a small problem, right? Because obviously it's the summer. We've just had our bifold doors open the whole time, and then we were just sitting in the lounge. Was it last week or the week before? And we heard some rustling in our kitchen. We're like, what the hell is that? So went out there, couldn't see anything, didn't think anything of it, just thought it was the wind or whatever. And the next morning, I've looked out. I'm one of Dylan's shoes is in the garden, and I was just like, I don't remember leaving that out there. And then I said to Christy, because she went out in the garden, to water the plants and stuff like that. Do you notice that last night? I'm like, no, I didn't notice it at all. And it had been ripped to shred by foxes.
Oh, the dreaded fox's return.
So the next afternoon, we heard a sound again. I went out there, and there was a fox standing in our kitchen.
No way.
So I chased it out, but I was like, oh god, it literally took one of Dylan's it had a stuffed Spider-Man, took it out.
Oh.
Hope Dylan never.
I was going to say, of all the things, if it was a shoe or something, you probably wouldn't care.
So I had to reorder that.
Oh.
So took it out and oh my god, what is going on here? So we ordered one of those, the sound.
Do they work? I hear those in loads of people's. My mum says they don't work.
So I put it by our steps, and it was so hard. Obviously, I ordered it from Amazon, like you do.
Yeah.
And I kind of set it up how I thought it was meant to work. And then the next morning, I opened the bifold doors, went out to do something, came back, and it had taken a shit in our kitchen.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, this is disgusting.
Oh.
So it came in a pack of 2, this sound thing. So where I had it by the steps, there was a possible way for it to come round the garden and get in behind it. So I put another one there. And since then, they haven't been back into the house.
Disgusting. It's like the world's worst smell as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It really lingers as well.
Yeah, it was gross. So, clean that up.
They seem to
horrible.
Once they get confident in a space, I think other cats do it as well.
Yeah.
They'll try and get in, but if you actually let another cat in, then they'll just like, oh, right, cool, this is going to do this all the time. I don't know if it's the same with foxes, but...
Yeah, so I'm hoping... So they still come in the garden, but I've noticed they only come a certain bit towards the house, so maybe it does work. So I've been constantly Googling how to get rid of foxes and stuff. We've been up to, there's a garden centre at the end of our road. We're asking them, and they're like, "You do know you're not allowed to kill foxes?" I was like, "Yeah, I know that. Damn it." So the other option is just weeing at the garden.
Well, that does it.
Yeah, because a bloke's got a wee.
Really?
Because they're territorial. They see it as another
Why the end of the garden, or just all round?
Well,
the garden?
You could go all round the garden, but I just thought I'd look like a nutter.
Drink a 2 litre bottle, just go to town.
Yeah. So I was like, it hasn't got to that point, but I'm guessing it may get to that point, which is horrendous. But I know you had problem with foxes coming in an open extension before, and I didn't know if you had any tips on how to get rid of
No, I don't think anything's ever worked. My mum has those things, but mum's garden's quite big, so again, I don't know how much that little noisy thing, what area it covers, and whether it even bothers them or if they're used to it or whatever.
Yeah.
And at Grand's, I've still got no back door in the utility.
Yeah.
It's a bit of timber, but there is a gap enough for a fox, and no fox has come in, luckily.
Yeah.
So I had a bit of a result of that one.
I think that's it. Like you said earlier, when they get into a space, they then assume that's part of their territory, so they just keep coming back there. So it's trying to keep it out, and then
oh
no, it's so disgusting.
Gross, and you got a kid as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we're constantly hoovering and then mopping the floor every night. It's not what you want to do, is it? Really?
it's so rank.
And it's so hot, you have to have those doors open. It's not like you can like shut them.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that's worked. If not, I'm going to have to constantly wee in the back.
Or just buy like 17 of those things.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we get like one little fox at the end of the garden, but he just sort of chills down there and doesn't come any closer.
But you got Dylan the cat.
Yeah, and Dylan is actually. Well, I've actually got a story about Dylan. I can't even think if I've told you this, so I can show you. This is the aftermath. Have I not told you this?
No, you haven't.
I can't remember when I last saw you, or whether it was just doing an episode of this. But Dylan is actually a rescue cat. He's got a fierce side, and I've seen him chasing foxes, but I've also seen him being chased by a fox. But he literally has fights with cats constantly, so maybe he is actually quite good at keeping.
Maybe he's toughened up.
Yeah, so I think he's definitely had some like sordid past that's messed him up a bit. He's really nice to us generally, apart from this was a bloody nightmare. So I've got 2 massive like scabs on my hand. He basically attacked me. No. So it was about 9:30 at night, and when it's obviously still a little bit light, and I was trying to get him in, but he'd just been in a fight. That's why it came to my mind. And I was like, oh, whatever, I'll leave. You just basically when they're like that, you just can't grab them or whatever, or get them in. They're just like what's they called? Their feathers like ruffled. They're like, you know what I mean? They're not.
So they got all the adrenaline.
Exactly.
Like, pumped up.
And then 10:30 came, and I was still watching. I was watching the football, so it wasn't that big a deal. I was like, come on, come in, and I still couldn't see him at all. Yeah. And I was like, oh, and Emily's like, why don't you just leave the cat flap open? But like you're just saying, I don't want a fox in there.
Yeah.
He can't actually push the cat flap because he's so thick. So you have to pin it open, and then anything can come in.
Yeah, true.
So then I stayed up. And at 11:30, I saw him by the house. Like, Dill's coming, he just ran away from me. And I sort of got as close to him as I could.
Yeah.
And he just went no and bolted, and I grabbed him like by like his bum basically, which is just not how you should pick up a cat.
No.
And he literally turned and just dug his teeth into me as hard as he could, and his claws.
Oh.
And this is where, if animal people were listening, do not listen, because the door just opened. I was like, ah! And I threw him like a rugby ball. Like, I did see him land on all fours, I'm going to say.
They do land on their feet, yeah.
And it wasn't like an abusive hurt. I was like, ah! I just threw him. But he still did go quite far. He just landed on his feet and gave me a look. And then the next day, I was like, I could see it was deep.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, God, this is going to... And Emily was asleep. But I woke up the next day, and Emily was like, that will definitely get infected because they've got like all bacteria in there.
Yeah.
And my whole hand... I couldn't even touch this bit. Like, it hurt so much, and it was bright red and raised, like, all swollen up. And I phoned the doctor. I had a day off work. Phoned the doctor, got like a 5 p.m. appointment, and then she even went through her little list of like what she has to do that day, and phoned me forward because she was like, "That's how actually quite dangerous and you could go like septic and stuff like that." And then, so ironically, next day I was doing some DIY from home because I was like, I can't wait. I'm going to sit on the sofa, maybe do some washing or something. Yeah. Watch loads of TV. And I just got so bored because I just can't do it. And an IKEA delivery came for Lydia's wardrobe.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to do DIY even though my hand was killing me. So I was doing everything left-handed. So it took me twice as long. And Dylan just like came past me, brushed past me, and I was like, oh yeah, you're so cute. And I was like, oh shit, no, I'm really pissed off with you. I forgot. And that was literally, what's the day today? Oh, it's 2 weeks tomorrow. God. And it's still like, it doesn't hurt anymore.
But do you have to have like any shots or anything?
No, she said, I've got my tetanus.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I did in 2019, what holiday I did. Oh, it was my honeymoon. So maybe Malaysia or something I must have got. But I was actually wanting to know about tetanus because just being on construction sites.
That's true. Yeah.
In houses and stuff. I'm going through a nail or anything.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that little shit bag. And I wrote a list of what to talk about today, and I totally forgot about that. Is there any use saying about the fox?
So we're both having serious animal troubles.
Mine's my own, though.
No, that's true.
He doesn't poo in the house, though.
No, that is one advantage of
Emily's actually said twice on the walk to nursery, she's just seen him just in someone else's front, like on the lawn, just doing a dump. You're just like, oh, I'm sort of glad it's not mine.
It's the neighbours you don't like.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I was going to talk about IKEA wardrobes, though, because
nice segue, yeah.
Yeah, I did built some when we moved in. So we moved in nearly 2 years ago. So it must have been like 2.5 years ago. And I hated it, how it was designed and built. Really cheap. And I get why everyone does it. It's like IKEA pack stuff. I thought it was absolutely awful. It looked really awful. And 2.5, 3 years on or whatever, they've changed loads of how it's done. It's so easy.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed by it. It looks nicer. The only thing I hate is, I think I've said before, You know, they have like thousands of holes so you can put shelves.
Yeah.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, it's Dylan the cat.
Dylan the cat's walked into the studio. My nemesis. Yeah, you know, I don't know if you've seen. Have you got IKEA wardrobes?
Yes, yeah.
They've got thousands of holes, so you can put shelves at like any level.
Yeah.
It just looks ugly, like because there's just too many. You don't even need that many options. But you can put these caps in it, which takes forever. So it almost takes as long to put the caps in the holes as building it.
Yeah.
I found. And this is the other thing he does is chew cables. So I'm going to move him away. But I was so impressed. Off the top of my head, it's between like 10 and 15 things you have to do now, and each thing is really easy.
Yeah.
Whereas before, you had to like build the wardrobe frame, and even then you had to put it on its like front, and then you know, like the backboard's like thinner, like a plier type.
You had to like tack it in,
nail it in,
yeah.
And I think there'd be, I'm guessing, at least 100 nails, and that was the worst bit. Like, then you'd miss a bit maybe, and it was awful. I remember when I did my wardrobes, I used like half the nails. I was like, I just can't be bothered to keep doing this. And that, when you open their wardrobes now, the ply back bit is already glued to 2 bits of timber. So you open it like that, and then the back's already done.
Oh, amazing!
And then already it's standing up, so you've got like a frame to start building into as well. And you do the shut. And honestly, it took me 4 hours to do a 1 meter wardrobe and a 50 centimeter wardrobe, and in those wardrobes were 4 drawers as well.
Wow.
And I did all the caps and everything.
Quality,
and actually, the 4 hours, I had my dodgy hand as well.
Yeah.
So I literally was using, I didn't have my drill because I didn't think I was going to do it that day. And I was doing everything left hand as much as I could. Like to say, so they really come on. I was genuinely going to do a YouTube video about how much I hate them.
Yeah.
And I've completely changed my way.
Back, yeah.
And we've got the ones with like no doors to make it like look built in and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I've got a good little tip because so many people want the built-in look.
Yeah, yeah.
And I went on like Facebook and was like, how do you? Because say if you've got like, well, we've got 158 centimetre of space.
Yeah.
And they only do it in 50, 75 or 100.
Yeah.
So I've got 100 and a 50 and I've got 8 centimetres spare.
Yeah.
So you need like a little end panel or something. But they don't sell them separately.
Oh.
So, but what I've found was I went on Facebook and everyone was like, no, you just got to try and get as close as possible, or just paint it white, like the walls rather than the wardrobe colour or something like that. I found for £55, you can order a reduced depth, smallest wardrobe. So I think it's 50 centimetres wide, but only 35 deep or something.
Yeah.
And I've just used that as like, that's going to be my like timber to use for the little end panel bit. I can use it across the top, and I'm also going to use a spare bit and cut a little piece for like a little desk for Lydia. So it's all in the same wood.
Yeah,
and I know £55 isn't like dirt cheap to use as almost like a filler piece.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, I've utilised it for stuff. But if you can't physically get a match, it was like, it literally, well, I haven't actually done that bit yet, but it would just look like built-in, really fancy wardrobe.
Yeah.
And they were this is the kicker, is that I've had some carpentry quotes, and they're like anywhere between £2,000 and £4,500 type thing.
Yeah.
It's 400 quid.
Yeah.
And then my time, half a day, so it's even a day of your time. It's just so much better.
Yeah.
But I was seriously impressed with how they've changed it. It's cool to see they're constantly like developing it.
Yeah. See, you've missed out. You could have done a video of why you hate it, and then you're like, oh, I'm now converted because I've done it again.
Yeah, I was going to do a whole thing because I literally hate it so much. But the one mistake I did make was it was going into something we sort of pre-designed to look built in.
Yeah.
And I built it outside of that and then tried to slide it in.
Oh, no.
And then I realised the carpet we bought and the underlay was so thick, I had to like cut that out. Oh. So I had to like take it apart again, cut that out and build it in the actual thing. And it looks like it fits really nicely.
Yeah, I bet it does.
But I was like, oh, so that's probably, saying it took 4 hours, I probably wasted an hour of that as well.
Yeah.
It shows how quick it is
that's
for
impressive,
people.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I guess this is why they're worth like £1 trillion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But honestly, it can't have been more than 15 pieces and for like a whole wardrobe, and then the drawers maybe take like 10 minutes probably per drawer to build.
Yeah.
And once you've got the knack of it,
it's rapid.
And what I noticed was that have you ever seen IKEA give you a price for someone to come and do it for you?
Yeah.
It was just like cheap. It was like £150 or something. I was like, oh, that's like tempting per
Yeah.
wardrobe.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cheap. And then it must be why, because they've made it so much simpler. And
Yeah,
these people could probably knock it out in an hour.
Yeah, exactly that.
They don't even look at manuals and stuff, do they?
No, they just put it all together.
So I've actually done some DIY fights at my own house, which is nice. It's so funny, isn't it? You move in, you're like, I just want it all done, and you think it's done, and then you just do little bits and little bits and going forever.
Yeah, for the rest of your life. I did a couple of little bits. Ironically, after we were talking about like the hot weather and like how to keep your house cool.
Oh yeah,
and that you shouldn't open your loft hatch. My loft hatch just stopped locking.
What?
So it was just like hanging open. I was like, oh, for God's sake! It was just like pummeling in like boiling hot air. So I was like, God damn it! So that was one of my jobs, is basically getting up there, and I don't know how this has happened, if it's like movement or something like that, but the latch catches onto wasn't catching.
Yeah.
So I just had like a little offcut that I screwed it in.
That's got to be like expansion, hasn't it? Of the timber
Yeah,
or something.
you'd think so. Yeah, maybe it was where it was really hot.
Yeah, genuinely, that exact same thing happened to my loft hatch.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think whoever put it in, it wasn't like going in like a hole and then a thing, so really secure. It just sort of went over like a little bit. So I just moved that further that way.
That's exactly what
that's so weird. Yeah, we had the same carpenter.
And another weird thing happened in the heat, and I'm not sure if it's on Dylan's room. We've got like the blackout things that you stick on, but one of my painted glasses just cracked.
Jeez.
On the inside, like on the window, just massive cracks.
No way.
So I've obviously strengthened it by just like duct tape. Duct tape.
So the double glazing, the inner bit or the outer bit?
Luckily it's just the inner bit.
Oh man.
But then you're like, well, luckily, but if that falls inwards, that's a nightmare. So yeah, I've duct taped it and reached out to down the window, man.
Oh man, that's so annoying.
Yeah, I just don't know how that's happened.
He wouldn't have thrown anything at it. Even if he did, it would be something massive, wouldn't it?
No, yeah, exactly that. Yeah, just the weirdest thing. Like I don't know. Like it doesn't look like anything, because sometimes you're like, oh, like a bird's just flown into it or whatever.
Yeah.
But even then, the crack was like in the corner. So
we've had the most extreme temperatures. I can't think if there's anything to do with that. But that's mad. Isn't it?
Yeah,
It can't be.
I don't know. It's because the blackout blind, like the other side of it, it's one of those that you stick on the actual window. Like the other side of it's like silvery, so it's meant to deflect out the sunlight, I guess. But maybe it's like heating up and then putting it back in.
Yeah, that's super weird.
It's like really hot.
That's so annoying. Why is it when you have a house, there's always something that just like costs you money? You need like a pot at all times.
Yeah.
Of like £1,000 at least.
And when we renovated our house, we only didn't change like 2 windows, and it's one of those windows. So I don't know if I'm happy or sad about that. It's like, would a like.
I thought you did all your windows.
No, the ones at the back were like recently done.
Oh,
so we didn't bother doing them. But yeah, I don't know if like a new window would have held up to it, or if it was just like potluck sort of thing. So
maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking up. I don't know whether or not to try and order the double glazing, because it's just one panel. You can just take them out and put them in.
Oh, surely, yeah.
So I might do that, or see how much more it costs to get.
Surely you won't have to change the whole thing. That'd be a bit mad, wouldn't it?
So my thought with changing the whole thing is, it's like, although it's newer than the windows we had before because it's double glazed, it's not in that good condition. Like it squeaks a bit when you open it, and it's not great. So I'm like, am I going to spend money like replacing that panel, and then I'm like going to have to replace the whole window? But I'm just going to have to look up how much it costs to order that whole new thing to put in. So yeah, just like did one job, now I turn around, I was like, oh, there's another job to do.
Literally forever. Absolutely. These things just like mount up as well, don't they? These jobs, because you're still doing your toilet, aren't you? I guess has that not gone to any other stage yet?
So we're waiting for our plumber that you use, Nick. He's got to get back to us with like a set date and revised quote and stuff, because we've changed a few bits and pieces. But he's booked in for like mid-August.
Yeah, he said to me on a small like 1-day job that he'd be start of August. He's like in between 2 massive jobs at the moment.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
So he does huge stuff, doesn't he?
That's the thing. Yeah.
He's done a few small jobs for me, but he just definitely squeezes it in by being like, "Oh, I'm in this area."
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
I feel like loads of tradesmen are just busy at the moment. I'm trying to book everyone in like really early for the bungalow.
It seems like there was like a period earlier on in the year that was really quiet.
Yeah.
And then now it's all just gone like.
I don't know. I thought for school holidays that'd be the opposite because everyone, like their kids would be home, so you just wouldn't have work.
Yeah.
But everyone I've been contacting is like, oh, I'm busy. Like, I need like a month's notice. I'm like, oh God, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows? It seems so random with trades and busyness.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
But yeah, I've also got one other random funny story that literally happened an hour ago.
Oh wow!
So I went and I never do this, but my in-laws are doing their bathroom.
Yeah.
So on a Tuesday they look after Lydia, but they said, "Can you please drop her to them?"
Yeah.
So I never have to do it, but it's obviously a tiny bit of a pain in the ass because it's like I've done 3 hours of driving outside of work today.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Like, but fine, they literally always come to our house, so it's fine. So I went and picked her up, and best thing about having a kid is when they run up to you and give you a massive cuddle. Nicest bit. Picked her up, and then we just went and saw the bathroom and stuff. Then went in the kitchen, and Lydia was having like pudding. I was having a drink, and then I was just like, "Oh, Lydia, you smell of like women's perfume," and I sniffed her, but couldn't smell anything. I was like, "That's weird." And then Jane was like, "Oh, maybe it's like the dessert or something." I was like, "No, it's like smelled it. No, it's like women's perfume." And Lydia just started like cracking up. And I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And I was like, "I definitely smell it," and I smelled myself. And I was like, "Oh, it's on me." And then she just burst out crying, and she'd found a little tester pot from Jane's cupboard and sprayed it on my back. I was like, "That's how people get divorced." I was like, literally driving you home to see mummy, and like you do bedtime. I was like, "I'll just like give mummy a cup of the smell of another woman's perfume." And oh my God, she was like belly laughing. And now she probably thinks it's the funniest thing.
It's the greatest game of all time.
I know. And Jane and Paul, obviously Emily's mum and dad, were there, and they were just laughing. I was like, "Oh," I jokingly said to her, "Oh, mummy's going to think I've been kissing another mummy." But that sort of she's 4.
Yeah.
I had no like reaction. She's like, "Well, I don't know what that means. Is that not all right?" Or,
is that acceptable?
I was like, for God's sake, as if. Like,
the saving grace is you're at your in-laws that day, so you've got a pretty solid alibi.
Yeah, it coincided with brothel Tuesdays.
But... That's it, yeah. Which you go with your in-laws as well. So.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, seriously. But now she thinks it's so funny. So it's going to go. And then Jane was like, "Oh, you can take it home if you want." It's like, why would you do this?
What do grandparents do?
Seriously, they just do anything to please them. Yeah. So now she has 2 little tester pots. One smells a bit like more masculine. This one's feminine that I smell of. And I was like, "I'm seeing you." And I'm showered like a couple of hours before. It's all clean. I was like, God, so as soon as I saw Emily, I was like, "Oh, Lydia, I'll spray this perfume at me."
Makes you sound even more guilty as well.
She's got no pants on.
Yeah. And if you turn around to Lydia and like, "Didn't you?" She'd be like, No.
Yeah. No, she was cracking up. Still. It was
She's
very amusing. So yeah, that happened like an hour ago. So I was like, I've got to write this stuff down to talk on the podcast. And literally, without my list, I was thinking what to talk to you about. I was like, oh yeah, that happened an hour ago and I'd already forgotten.
Gold.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lydia, for giving us some info.
So sorry, yeah. So you've got Nick booked in, and then what? Yes. Mid-August, which is actually, are you picking out like anything yet?
So yeah, we've started picking out all our. So we said to Nick, "Can you look at like some the toilet and bits and pieces like that?" And then we found, because it's such a small space, and Christy wants like a unit in there.
Yeah,
because it's so hard. Like storage in a bathroom, something people don't really think about, but it's so important.
Yeah, I think we've said this before, haven't we? Even for like toilet roll and then bleach.
Yeah,
exactly. And then like anything like wet wipes or something. I don't know.
That's the thing when you've got kids, you've got to have like cleaning stuff in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, where he's building the toilet, he's building out the wall slightly. So it's like going to be like wall hung. So I was like, I don't want to order those parts because I don't know what you're doing. So I was like, you've got a supplier. Can you just look at a toilet's a toilet, really?
Yeah.
So he got us a price for that, and he got us a price for a vanity, but it wasn't really to our style. So we then looked on the internet, and I was saying to you earlier, it's such a minefield, like knowing what's good and what's bad. Sort of thing. And we're just hoping, because it's like a vanity, it should be pretty solid. Like, hoping it'll be like decent. So
I think that's where you're quite lucky, because you've used this plumber before. It's harder for people that don't know anybody. But I think the same. Like, when you say you buy a sink on like Victorian Plumbing or whatever. Immediate, or a radiator or something, immediately they're like, oh, buy the valves as well, or buy the waste, or buy this and buy that. And I think that's where they make quite good profit, especially stuff like a waste. And like, if I'm sure, like if I'm doing downlights, any downlights, I use the same ones because I love them.
Yeah.
Really easy to fit. They never fail. I can do one in like 2 minutes, whereas the other sometimes like things fail and like nightmare on other ones. They're really lightweight. So I'm sure plumbers are the same. Like if he's got a wall hung toilet thing, like bracket thing, he must have one he likes and installed a million times, and he can just do it like that, and it's win-win.
Yeah, and even like the cistern.
Yeah.
It's like, well, he's got to build that in. Like, where would I buy that from? And it's like, you don't know what's... His stuff's slightly more expensive because he only likes installing, like, good parts.
Yeah.
So it's like, I completely understand that, and it's probably for the best, right? I don't want to buy something off, like, Amazon, and then, like, in 6 months' time, he's got to come back, and I've got to pay for him to, like, replace something on there. So it's a little more expensive, but I feel like stuff like that, you don't want to be, like, constantly replacing.
No, and he said to me as well, he's doing our sink in our house, and he said, buy I can't pronounce it, it's like German, Hansgrau, whatever it is. He must have said the same to you.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
And that, I think, is such a good tip of just asking the people who are installing it what's best. They're not going to recommend some cheap one when in a year's time you're like, it's leaking.
You're ringing them up.
Yeah, they're going to recommend something good. And he said exactly the same to me, and me and Em found some other ones, and he was like, they weren't as attractive. The Hansgrohe weren't as attractive as these ones, but I was like, I'm still going to go with what he said.
Yeah.
He obviously knows what he's talking about, and I'm sure he's not just picking like the quickest for him sort of thing.
Yeah, and he's really good because I know he says, like, if I've ordered it and I've fitted it and something goes wrong, I will come back and fix it. So he's then giving his own sort of guarantee that, no, this will work.
Yeah.
So that's why he doesn't want to order cheap stuff, because if it goes wrong, then it's double costing, right? Because he's got to come back and replace it.
Yeah, me and my brother always do that with his garden rooms. If stuff goes wrong in the first year, we just go back and sort it. Like if a socket breaks, or I've had a couple of smoke alarms go, so we just changed who we use for those. It's like, it's not the people's fault. Like these should last 10 years at least. So I always do that sort of same thing. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, nice though. So
so I've got to build a stud wall, and then I'm going to do some plasterboarding, but I'll obviously have to speak to you first to make sure all your wires are pulled through and stuff, and then...
Also, the temperature's coming down a bit now.
I know,
when I built it gave me a flashback. Every time I've built IKEA stuff, I was in the Brixton flat before Lydia was born, building all like the nappy changing table and the cot, and it was boiling, and I remember having a fan on me and being like, just dripping, doing it in like my boxers. And then when I did the original wardrobes that I don't like, and I've since improved by buying like nicer IKEA drawers and stuff to kind of make them look a lot nicer now. That was boiling, and then this time again, I had a cat nearly killed me, and it was boiling again. So I'm like, can't wait for it to just like, now it's dropped a bit. I think all these sort of things are so much easier.
I don't know about you, but now it's cooler. It's like mid-20s. Like, oh, it feels a bit like chilly.
Yeah.
Like earlier on the year, I'm like, oh, it's mid-20s. It's actually lovely. I get the shorts out.
Yeah, I was in the home the other day with a little blanket on me. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
But other than that, I've had no more DIY. I have bungalows, talking of like toilet stuff. I've ordered some tiles and stuff literally today, last couple of days.
Oh, nice.
So I think I said to you previously, I've got a collaboration, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
So this company called tile.co.uk, I've never heard of before this, I must say, for such a good domain as well.
Yeah.
And you go on there, they've got 1 million products, and this isn't part of the advert, but I'm just saying what's happened.
Yeah.
They're giving me all the tiles for the ensuite for free. And the budget went over to a little bit, so I could use the same tile on the ensuite floor and the bathroom floor, so I've done that.
Yeah.
And it's just like a greeny, what's that green colour everyone used to bang on about? The egg one. What's it say? Can't think what it's called. Duck egg?
Duck egg,
that sort of duck egg colour.
Yeah, nice.
And then just like a really neutral floor. And then in the bathroom, I've gone for like, it's called Claybrook. They're like in Chelsea. And it's what we have in our bathroom.
Oh, wow.
And I just thought, it's so good looking.
Yeah.
And the bathroom's so small. I think it really has to be like 10 out of 10 good.
Yeah.
And the bathroom is one of my favourite things. I say Emily did, like design-wise. So I was like, if I copy that, I'm off to like a good start. I don't know whether to match, because we've got brass in ours.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to do that again, because it does look good, but I'm probably going to be paying double.
Yeah.
If I'm doing that. And then you have to commit to so much, don't you? If you do brass, it's like everything all of a sudden. Like the sink and the toilet, anything on the toilet, the towel rail. So I think I might just stick with everything chrome just to save it money as we're selling it.
Yeah.
But it's quite cool to have that sorted because my tiler's booked in for week commencing 4th, I think he said, which is not next week after.
Weeks, yeah.
And I love that guy because I think I've said to you before, 2-3 days he's done.
He smashes it
Literally
out,
goes, he gives you a price per square footage. So
yeah.
not like a day rate, but you're like, oh, it's high. But then I've had other guys who are like, I'll give you a day rate, and then they're for like 7 days.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, come on. I know you're doing herringbone or whatever. This guy's just like 2 of them usually.
Yeah.
And then if it's just more efficient these days, I think I said already that I've paid more for my plasterer, not using my regular guy with another guy. But again, I reckon it's sped everything up by maybe even a month.
Yeah,
because the plastering's completely done now. This other guy just smashed it out. Nice. And I had to pay a little bit more than my regular, but I think those sorts of things are like worth it.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
So yeah, and I've had it miscoated as well.
Wow.
So I was going to I was thinking about doing it myself. I definitely didn't want to.
Yeah,
miscoat is definitely something you can do, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But my regular painter was like, I'm going to spray it, and he did it all in one day for £1,300, right? So so in your head you're like, £1,300, Jesus, how much do you earn in one day?
Yeah.
But he did, so there's 3 bedrooms, I have to do this off the top of my head, 3 bedrooms, bathroom, ensuite, living room, kitchen, utility room, 8 rooms. Oh, and then I guess like there's 2 small hallways, so call it 9 rooms.
Yeah, yeah.
If that was me doing 9 rooms, I'm quite slow at miscoating, even though you're supposed to like just slap it on.
Yeah, yeah.
I always seem to do it slightly too thick, and then I'm a bit slow. But anyway, 9 rooms has got to take me a week. It has to, surely.
Easy,
I mean,
maybe even more.
Yeah, maybe. I am notoriously slow. My car just dug me out before by how. I don't know how, because he was like, I would have done this room in like 3 hours, and it took me like 5 or something. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's just too thick. But so I was like, oh my God, £1,300 for the whole bungalow to be miscoated, and then he put another layer on top as well.
Nice, yeah.
And that includes all the paint and stuff as well.
Wow,
so I thought that was pretty good. That
was really good, yeah.
Yeah, but the fact he knocked out in one day is awesome for him as well. He said he grafted. He did, and I could see on the Ring doorbell, it was like, 7 a.m. to like 8 p.m. sort of thing.
Wow, yeah.
But everyone's a winner, right?
In that case, up to him if he wants to do that, right?
Exactly. But spraying's so cool. He said it literally maybe 4 hours of prep.
Yeah.
Of just like taping windows, taping doors. He was delighted when I was like, the front door and the back door getting changed, because he just didn't have to tape them up and just spray the hell out of them. Nice. And he's just prep. And he's just like, all the stuff. Because I was clearing rooms for him, and he was like, there'll be like one thing in there. I was like, that's obviously fine. I was like, nope, everything's got to go. Wow. So we piled everything as utility, and the whole house was empty. Nice. And he just went for it.
Amazing.
So yeah, it looks like all of a sudden it's just transformed. And then you can see how good the plasterer did as well, because that shows the imperfections.
Yeah.
And all the only imperfections, when I've looked roughly, is where the door used to be to the living room that we've blocked up. There's just a tiny crack, that can sometimes happen. But generally, I'm looking around thinking, God, this plasterer was more expensive, but he's so good. It looks wicked. Yeah,
so great.
So all of a sudden, we've like flown and skipped a bit, I think.
Yeah.
And I've also got him on the hook now to be like, I want to come back and paint the bedrooms, because I've already got some paint I ordered for this house, which was a Farrow and Ball Cornforth white, but it was a copy, you go to B&Q or whatever. And then we just decided on a different, Emily decided on a different colour. I was like, but we've paid for it. Oh my God. But they've just been sitting in the garage perfectly sealed.
Oh, amazing.
And I've got 2 big tins of those. So I was like, cool, can't we just do that in all 3 bedrooms?
Yeah.
He said he's going to try and stretch that out to all 3 bedrooms, hopefully.
Nice.
So yeah.
So you spraying?
No, so that's it now. So yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There's a few annoying things, like because I'm having Antico flooring, so ignore the bedrooms, that carpet.
Yeah.
Because I'm having Antico flooring, the skirting can't go until right at the end once the flooring's down, obviously. And that's a bit annoying for him, because I'm sure he'd prefer everything in there. He just paints.
Yeah.
He's now gone away for a couple of weeks anyway, and we're going to start fitting the kitchen from Saturday.
Wow.
And then, as I say, a couple of weeks he'll be tiled and bathroom. So I think about 3 weeks he'll be in painting again. I don't know how long it'll now take him.
Yeah.
He's a real perfectionist. And I actually said, scale it back a little bit. I basically said to him, I literally did say to him, you've got the job. Please don't fleece me. And please don't be like so anal. Like, I want everything to be good, but I don't want you spending like 5 hours on a crack. Sort of thing.
Of course. Yeah.
And I don't think he would anyway, but he just does. He comes around my house. I was like, the guys that did your one, because he wasn't around. Yeah, it's missing that, and I just can't see what he's talking about.
Yeah,
So I'm like, oh, it's fine, mate. Just leave it. Just leave it.
It must annoy him though.
Yeah.
Like, it must catch his eye.
It'd be like me going to a house and you see a wonky socket or a light hanging down. It just would have wiped
just
up.
what you're naturally drawn to, right? Because you're doing it day in.
Must be you with any image stuff.
That's
surely
it.
If anyone's done a crappy AI one.
Yeah, the worst. Yeah, anything that's AI slop, I instantly hate because they all look the same. But it's also like, I don't know. My background's more like print for out of home, like posters and billboards and stuff. And just where people don't think about it, and it's like they've used like a crappy image.
Yeah.
Like, why have you used that for like a big print campaign?
Yeah.
And bits and pieces like that. So stuff like that annoys me.
I used AI for a thumbnail the other day, and it was just, I had a thumbnail that I'd had for years, and the video's done quite well and continues just to like tick along. But I was like, I wonder if we can do a better job updating it. And I said, sent it the actual thing, and I'm in it. And then it's just me up in a loft. It's like how to insulate a warm loft. And it like, I was like, can you just make like the font? I just wrote it in like the crappy thing, didn't do anything fancy, just literally wrote it. And it sent back a really good thing. I was like, oh, that looks good. Something's not quite right though. And I like zoomed in on the person. It's like, it's not me anymore. It doesn't look anything like me. It's basically got my outfit on with like a completely different face. I was like, and you've improved me a lot, but it's not a fair reflection. It's like, you a-hole. So I was like, that's why I feel like AI is good for some things, but other things it just
mildly offensive. Like, this guy's well ugly. Let's make him look better.
Although we did pull in more views. I'm like,
there you go, yeah. Now you're like using like hunky AI guy to do all your stuff.
And other things. I'm just looking at my list here now. I've got it all down. The boilers on the walls. That's pretty cool.
Nice, yeah.
So I had a mad we've been in Norfolk for a friend's 40th, which was awesome. And I looked on the Ring doorbell. As I said to you before, Ring doorbell is the best thing just for being nosy. You want to know what's going on at your house? Just get a Ring doorbell. I had 3 people there on the same Saturday, and then the 4th one went to like check in. So I had the painter there, James, who was just finishing off the utility because that got plastered slightly later, so just spraying that. And then I had the boiler guy fitting the boiler and utility as well. And then Scott levelling the floor. That's another thing to talk about. And then Stuart the carpenter was checking out to see when he can come fit the kitchen. I was looking at the door. I was like, this is awesome. Then at the same time, you're like, that's like £1,000 of people there. I was having one day. It was so ridiculous. But it's cool seeing the boiler on the wall. All the pipes, just like he's done it really neatly. It's nice. It's going to be all hidden away in a wall cupboard in the utility, but I will need some sort. I just can't have things on display. I don't know about you.
No,
but even I was like, it's a utility. It doesn't matter if pipes are on display. And I was looking at it, and my carpenter was like, I'll just use an M panel or something, just cut around it, and I just can't have it.
That's what he did on ours. Like boxed in the thing. It looks so much better. Yeah,
you can put it on magnets, or you can just literally put it in and put a bit of silicone, or just literally put it against whatever. But I think again, even in my own, if you wouldn't have it in your own house, I think, why would I do it for this? And I wouldn't have it in my own house.
No, exactly.
So that's the rule I'm trying to set myself with this.
Well, it's like when you've made it like look so nice and to such a high standard, it just seems a shame to like cut little corners.
Yeah. And I know you could throw something in front of it, I guess, and you like a microwave or something, but still, I'm trying to do it properly. I've nearly made a faux pas on the kitchen according to my carpenter. I measured the floor to the ceiling a while ago. And I was like, I can get the tall kitchen units in. So kitchens generally come in 2 sizes, like 2.3 meters or 2.15. And I measured and I had enough for 2.3. But what I didn't consider was like the plinths and things like that. And then like not being able to adjust the feet down so much because I thought it might be able to go slightly lower than usual. Yeah. And then everything would fit in. And my carpenter said it's so tight to the ceiling, but you can manage it. But there's a few things that are tricky, like there's no feet on the appliances. You have on the units. You have to put them on yourself. Yeah. So usually you just tip it over, put the feet on. But if like the ceiling's like that and you tip it, it hits the ceiling because you're going at an angle. Yeah. So you almost need to stand it up straight, hoist it up a bit, keeping it straight, and then put the feet on.
Wow.
But it's tricky, so I'm going to have to help him, I think. But he was like, "Oh God, you probably should have gone one size down." But I really like it when the units are like tight to the ceiling. Yeah, I think, and obviously you get more storage. And I knew it was going to be tight, but I must admit I did cock up a little bit with how tight it's going to be. Because he's like, if the ceiling's running out here or whatever, it might look wonky at one end. But I was like, I'm sure it'll figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
You can test your skills. If not, you can scribe a piece in or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was. You could tell he was a bit like annoyed. But at the same time, he's very good and likes a challenge.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it'll be all right.
He's secret. I know him, and like obviously he works on my house, and I feel like he likes being annoyed by stuff.
Yeah.
He needs something to moan about, doesn't he? So you better give him that
100%.
excuse and then let him go to work.
He's one of those guys who just like sort of swearing and stuff all day. You're like, oh God, he sounds like he's having a bad day. He's like, oh, good. How you doing? He's like, yeah, all good. He's like, oh, right, okay, fine. It's just part of your process.
Yeah.
So I've given him probably an unnecessary challenge, but I think the end result will be better because I think it will literally look almost like built in again, especially those like 4 tall units we've got.
Yeah.
Freezer, fridge, oven, microwave, and then the larder unit. That might look a completely built-in awesome thing.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Properly excited for that.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't know whether to do a time lapse again. They've lagged a bit on YouTube. People, I feel like, and it's because it's like 4 different segments rather than like a big L or something. If I could be bothered to set up the cameras and stuff this time.
I suppose you'd have to move it each time.
Yeah, it would only be if I'm there, I'll definitely do it.
Can do it.
If I'm not there, I just can't be bothered. And he's always like, oh, filming again. He feels like a weird voyeur.
That's it. Just got loads of filming of your carpenter like, at home.
Yeah, but I think that's it from me. But it's kind of getting to that stage now where it's like getting really exciting. I did a video on YouTube on Monday because I feel like it's going to change quite quickly now. So I'm going to try and do 1 or 2 a week now because it's getting to the bit where obviously you have to spend a bit of money, but it just gets going.
Yeah, that's it.
It's getting pretty cool.
Yeah, and exciting for us for the podcast. We're gonna have our own YouTube channel going forward.
Yes, we are.
Very exciting. So people need to find us and follow along.
We've got 1 subscriber at the moment, which is me. I don't even think you're subscribing.
No, I haven't. No.
So I've set it up and I put last week's video on there.
Yeah, nice.
Everything else will be going through that. I was actually surprised how well it did because I was like, this is starting out with nobody.
No, yeah.
And actually, it got like just more bigger numbers than I thought. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and I went to a 40th, and I do obviously know this person somewhat.
Yeah.
Someone, we have a listener. He was like, I listen every week. I love it.
Oh,
that's awesome. Love that sort of stuff.
Let's shout him out. Who's it?
A guy called Neil.
Neil.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Thanks, Neil. You're a legend.
Yeah. He is actually a top guy, to be fair. Loves golf as well.
Yeah, well, there you go. He's in, mate.
Barely saw him, though. He was like constantly... he's got 2 kids. He was either just taking one for a nap or doing bedtime. And every time I tried to chat to him for ages, it was just off.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's just my personality.
That's it, yeah. Just, the kids.
So it's 2 a.m.
Yeah. We had a wedding at the weekend with a close friend, also plays golf. So, yeah, good lad. But he is a Millwall fan, so can't like him that much.
Yeah.
But a really great day, but we didn't take Dylan.
Oh.
And we were just like, this sounds horrendous, but how nice it is to like have time to yourself and not be like constantly like running around after the kids and just worrying like what's going on. You can actually have like proper conversations with people.
Although you just say, I wonder what he's up to.
Yeah,
is he
exactly.
asleep? Yeah. Why haven't they text me?
Yeah. That's Christy. She's like, my mum hasn't texted me in like 5 minutes. Okay.
My mum just doesn't update us anymore.
Yeah.
I think she must think we don't need it. But we actually secretly want it.
Yeah.
We just secretly want like an asleep text.
Yeah.
So what we do is like go on mum's like WhatsApp and see if she's online or not. And if she's online, I'm like, well, surely Lydia's asleep then, and she puts her as now online chatting to her friends or something. But you sort of want something, but it's still great, isn't it? To have an evening to yourself.
Oh, massively, yeah. And like Christy's mum was actually really good, like sending pictures. I think that's always nice when you know what they're up to. And she sent a video the other day, and Dylan was like throwing balls in a basket, got like just throwing them in, and like immediately I'm like, sport dad, like, oh my god, this is amazing. He's going to be like a pro,
like a full size basketball immediately. Trying to get him to slam 9 foot.
So I'm already planning my retirement when he's drafted in.
He's not going to be tall enough, sure.
No,
you're 6 foot, but he's not going to be.
No, exactly, yeah.
Unless he's 6'9" somehow.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I have to like get him some big shoes or something.
I really want Lydia to be into sports. Hopefully she's into sports.
Yeah.
Golf would be the best one ever.
Yeah, that's the dream.
My builder's son plays golf and he just goes out every weekend.
Yeah.
They do alternate because he's got 2 kids and a wife and him. I was like, that is just, your kid is into something you love. That must be the best thing ever.
What's funny is like World Cup was on, he kind of like watched a bit of that, wasn't massively bothered. Like I've tried to get him into NFL as well, not that bothered about that. Same with golf. And then my dad was watching the tennis the other day. He couldn't take his eyes off it. I was like, damn it. I spent my whole childhood watching my brother play tennis, and now I've got to watch him play.
Maybe it's just more addictive because it's in play sort of constantly, isn't it? And it's quite like football can be slow, and it's like back, forth. It must be something like that.
Yeah, and I feel like tennis is like, it's quite simple, and you just hit the ball back to the basics. Whereas like football, you've got to understand like breaks in play,
and they're cut into other people. And
stuff. Exactly. Yeah,
I was in a pub watching the World Cup final, like a small pub in Norfolk by myself to try. And luckily, Emily was doing bedtime, and I watched the first half in the pub with people, and then the second half when we went out.
Yeah,
I was back in the room watching it in silence with Lydia asleep, and everyone was watching it with Emily. And this woman, the bar woman, was like speaking to just one of the customers. You know, like when you go abroad, they all like know abroad. Like north and these small like villages, they all know each other. And she was like, "Oh, how's your little girl? Like, is she getting into the football?" She's like, "Oh yeah, she's so into the World Cup. She's only 5 and she shouts FIFA are corrupt on TV." And I was cracking up. I was like, "Gee, that's awesome. I love that. I love the dedication of that." So and they are corrupt.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're obviously coming from somewhere, especially this is like a really nice little village. So, what a great thing for a kid to shout.
I know, it's one of those random things that kids pick up from their, obviously, mums and dads, but it's like, where have they picked that up from? Like, why have they focused in on that?
Yeah, it's weird what Lydia started to pick up. She said to Nana and Grandpa today, "Oh, Daddy's looking for a new car in 7 months, really specifically." And I was like, well, actually, in 7 months, the lease does run out in 12 months. So 7 months is probably when I'll be thinking about it. But I was like, I haven't mentioned this at all. She got access to my emails or something.
Maybe you're a fair. She knows you're like planning to leave.
So what the hell? 7 months is like probably bang on when I'll be looking into it. And Paul's like, "What are you going to get?" I was like, "Well, I don't know. I never thought about
it." Dylan does this thing where like you ask him a question and he'll go, like, where's he got that from? It's like not
that's
something you must do. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, like you just like we'll just walk in and go, That's where he's thinking about stuff.
So like the DIY there is shocking.
Yeah, exactly.
And just leave again. Just spit on the floor.
Yeah. Why's there foxes in here all the time?
Why's there foxes? So that's all the news on the bungalow.
Yeah,
on the bungalow, but I'm doing well.
It sounds like you're really like smashing through it all now.
Will the bungalow beat your downstairs toilet?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's no pressure, mate. Yeah. Well, you did say September, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be September, unless something like the porch lets me down. But this is again lucky from knowing people. But my window guy, he was the other one I was thinking of. Might not have been Saturday, but the builders were doing the porch, and he went and saw the builders.
Yeah.
I told the builders to copy a porch opposite, and he was like, "Oh, trust me, I've got a way better and cheaper solution for Nick that'll look nicer." And he told them to stop building the bricks, and he's going to get these corner post things or something.
Oh, cool.
And again, I completely trust him because he did the same at my house, where he actually like adjusted some windows and stuff to like make everything symmetrical and look good. And sometimes, obviously, you're like, "I want massive windows, all the light." But actually, when you look at the house, you sort of do want it to be like, "Okay, that does look nice," straight away. So I've just sort of trusted him. But that's the only one that sort of worries me, like how long that could take to come in. But I've seen the website, the orders from say 5 weeks, and this was like a week ago now.
Okay, yeah.
So that might be the last thing, but it'd be so annoying if the house internally's done.
Yeah.
And just waiting on the porch.
But
yeah, we'll just have to see.
But then that's like the perfect like end.
Yeah,
like project, isn't it? Because it's literally like outside, isn't it? So it's not like it's holding anything else up.
Yeah, exactly. And there's loads of little bits I'm sure I need to do that I haven't thought of yet. Like there's a gap between the neighbour's bungalow and our bungalow that probably needs like a piece of something in it.
Yeah, true.
There's some crazy paving gaps, but I've got the offcuts of crazy paving, so I probably need to like do that, and we'll have people do that. Just literally just smash up bits, throw it on the ground there. Yeah,
exactly. Cement, and just throw it in there.
It's crazy. Yeah,
it's crazy, and it is paving.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, why is it like 8 levels higher than the other bit? Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about
sticking up
because I'm crazy, man.
Yeah, judge crazy paving, man.
So yeah, I reckon September we're going to be done. So maybe we can have a little competition.
Yeah, we can.
Tenner, whoever finishes first.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we can present it on the show.
So yeah, and then I can properly go into like money and stuff once it's all done.
Yeah,
it's so hard to keep my spreadsheet up. I've got my own little spreadsheet that I'll transfer it to the one I put on our Instagram.
Nice, yeah.
But yeah, I just haven't transferred it over to Instagram on it. So I will do a proper rundown. Maybe in like the next episode or something, we can start doing like a really detailed one.
Yeah, I suppose the hard thing is constantly changing the costs and stuff. Obviously, where nothing's finalised, you're like, sometimes it's better to wait till the end, right?
Yeah, and I've got some fixed prices, like the plumber and stuff. But every now there's stuff that just happens all the time where you just like, well, I got half the tiles free, for example, and then half I didn't. Just putting in like 800 here, 400 here, and like the builder's like, I need this, I need that. So yeah, so we're getting there. It's definitely the $100,000 bungalow is definitely not going to be under $100,000. But it'll be. I don't think it's going to be more than 10%. Is what I think. 110 max, hopefully.
I think you need to start adding like an asterisk. The $100,000 bungalow.
Plus 50,000.
Yeah.
We don't have.
Yeah, like $200,000 bungalow.
And then it'll be on the market.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Nice. So maybe in season 2.
Yeah.
Whenever that starts.
Yeah.
Maybe next week. We have no idea what we're doing.
No, exactly. Yeah.
We could talk about hopefully it's sold and what's going to be next.
That's it. 100%, mate.
Nice.
Well, thanks a lot, mate. Another solid episode, I'd say.
Rambling.
Yeah, rambling.
Stop talking about foxes.
I know,
2 episodes about foxes now.
Yeah. We have to do a best of foxes episode. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in and listening to us. Like, especially for these past like 30 episodes, it's like
that's mad. 30 episodes.
Super humbling and so nice to have the amount of people that like reach out and speak to us about it. So we appreciate everyone that listens along. It's pretty great. But if you do want to get involved, if you want to drop us an email, you can just ping us an email to hello@DIYguyspodcast.com, or you can reach us on Instagram, DIY_guys_podcast. And we will hopefully be answering some questions or speaking to people about all their bits they need doing or they need a hand on.
And we've got the new YouTube channel as well.
And we got the new
DIY Guys Podcast.
DIY Guys Podcast.
Easy to find, hopefully.
Yeah.
Please subscribe because it's only me so far.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
it's one day old.
By the next episode, we need 10 people to
1,000.
subscribe. 10,000 people, yeah, minimum.
All right, nice one, mate. See you next week.
Yeah, catch you next week, mate.